Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Jordan.
So, Beth Phoenix is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Do you care?
Yes.
Spotfest. Oh, I don't know. Also, the
Terrible
intro, it's
intro.
kind of like a, I don't really.
That's like, hey, how's it going? Good. How are you? Do you care about this? Yes. Hey, let's start the show. Hello and welcome to Spotfest. I'm Jordan Verge, and this is my co-host, Jordan Verge.
Hey,
No relation between the two of us.
No relation at all. Actually, my name is Jordan Verge. This is Kevin over here.
Absolutely.
And we're going to be talking about Beth Phoenix going into the Hall of Fame. Kevin, do you care?
Yes.
Why?
She deserves it.
I'm personally on the side that I don't think she deserves it. Not this year, at least. Give her another 5 years. I just feel like she's been out of the business for too soon to be considered for the Hall of Fame.
Edge was inducted less than a year after he retired.
Yeah, but Edge was a 10-time world champion. Beth
Phoenix is a 5-time women's champion.
Women's champion? She was a 3-time women's champion.
She's also a Divas champion.
Okay. And?
She eliminated the Great Khali from the Royal Rumble. She's the second only female to compete in the Royal Rumble match.
That is not true. There have been 3 females in the Royal Rumble match. Chyna, Beth Phoenix, and Karma. Past Karma right now, Beth Phoenix. I think Chyna deserves to be in the Hall of Fame more than Beth Phoenix does.
Isn't Chyna already in the Hall of Fame?
She is not in the Hall of Fame.
I think there might be politics backstage that prohibit that.
I mean, that's exactly what it is, but I think the same thing works with Beth Phoenix. There are politics that are putting her into the Hall of Fame. The only reason I think she's going into the Hall of Fame this year is because Edge is her husband. And I think since she still has a good relation with the company, that's why she's going in.
She hasn't done anything publicly with WWE since she retired nearly in 2012. She's almost separated herself from it.
And?
How can you have a good relationship with the company if you have no involvement with them since your retirement?
When you're married to one of the company's biggest, I guess, alumni? Is that what he is? Poster boys of the WWE. He was the face of the WWE.
I think it's Hall of Famer, but...
Okay.
I'm just going to try to put my bias of Edge being my favorite star out of the way here and just talk that they might have had similar career paths.
Beth Phoenix and Edge?
Yes, I thought about this beforehand.
What?
Yes, I thought about this beforehand.
Okay, how? I want to hear this.
Well, Edge came in. They both came out straight out of high school. Of course, Edge went and competed all across Canada. But the two eventually came to WWE. They may have not have been at the same time. Edge, of course, coming in.
Of course they haven't.
Well, Edge came in 1998. Beth Phoenix came in 2006.
Yes, those are very two different times.
There are. However, Edge led a generation of talent throughout his career, really. Even going into his Hall of Fame package, they have the infamous CM Punk saying that if it wasn't for Edge, he would not have gotten his opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Beth Phoenix kind of led the charge for the generation she was in, the post-bra and panties, post-women in sexualized objects to were actually type wrestlers Kelly era.
Yeah.
She led the charge to points when WWE put the matches just together to see if she could handle. They put her in a handicap match versus the rest of the division, and I'm pretty sure she won that match.
I don't remember that match entirely, but that is one point that I did think of coming into this recording session, if that's what we want to talk about. She'll be the first primarily PG-era diva to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. We have the Trish, the Lita, the Alundra Blaze, all of these from bygone eras, but the PG era, which is relatively still fresh in our minds, she'll be the first one coming in from that. Do you think she deserves that distinction?
Well, she was definitely the leader. You can't really induct from the PG era. You have Kelly, Natalya,
Michelle McCool,
Beth Phoenix. Michelle McCool she's tied to the Undertaker, so they would break a lot of kayfabe rules. Maybe that's not as big of a rule now, but the Undertaker would have to show up in some capacity. I'm
sure he goes to the Hall of Fame anyways, doesn't he?
Yeah, but they keep trying, because if you see pictures of the Undertaker without the whole mystique, unfortunately the man can barely walk.
Mm-hmm.
It would kind of break the depiction of the Undertaker that they have if they inducted Michelle McCool before the Undertaker retired.
Okay.
It would be Very interesting.
Going on names that we think, or that I think personally, should go in before Beth Phoenix. Michelle McCool didn't make the list. I'm just going to rapid fire throw some names out there. I want a yes or no.
Right.
Should they have gone in the Hall of Fame before Beth Phoenix?
Before
Beth Phoenix. Okay, it's not going to happen. But obviously. But in your opinion, if it should have happened, Miss Elizabeth.
Yes.
Okay. China.
Possibly.
Okay. Sable.
No.
No. We'll get back to this in a bit. Vicky Guerrero.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe like a year difference. If she went in next year, I wouldn't be bothered.
AJ.
That won't happen.
You don't think that'll happen?
No.
And I have just one name in the celebrity wing. There's Cyndi Lauper. Do you think she deserves be there before Beth Phoenix?
Well, she would, but the celebrity wing is a little bit different than the female talent wing. Cyndi Lauper had a huge impact on it.
How many wings do we have now? Is it the celebrity wing, the female talent wing, the wrestling wing?
You think of it, the WWE always inducts one female superstar, one female wrestler
the
every
staple.
year.
Yep.
There is the Jazz was inducted last year. They had
Jacqueline. Jazz is completely different.
Excuse me. I apologize.
Yeah. Jazz, she's on the list. Should she go in before Beth Phoenix?
No, I think you're just pulling people from the Attitude Era.
I don't see why not.
And why don't you just pull whatever? We were talking about this yesterday. You were saying, why don't you put Molly Holly in the Hall of Fame?
I think she deserves to be in the Hall of Fame before Beth Phoenix.
I think you should put Crash Holly in the Hall of Fame. Why don't you put the guy in the scale in the Hall of Fame too then?
In the who?
What was it? The little Crash Holly that had carried around his giant scale over his shoulder.
I don't know what that is.
Well, you apparently are missing the Holly family here.
I know hardcore.
That's like one of the 5.
All right, so you mentioned earlier you don't think Sable should be in before Beth Phoenix. Do you think she should be in at all?
At some point, but not in the near next 3 years, maybe 4 years from now.
Well, Kevin, I think we have made our points clear about Beth Phoenix being in the Hall of Fame this year. Have I convinced you otherwise?
No.
Have you convinced me otherwise? No. So this is a moot point, isn't it?
We could go on for a little bit, but it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. So tell us down there, do you think Beth Phoenix should go in the Hall of Fame in 2017? Kevin.
Yes.
I'll never be your Pat Patterson.
I'm done.